Alright, y'all. We're out here at Sandridge, Tracy and I, for my birthday. I'm 37 years old today. And this wasn't really a real planned trip. It was kind of, yeah, let's go to the woods. So we're going out to the woods. So we've got some steaks for tonight with some potatoes. And Tracy's going to try to make some blueberry muffins in orange rinds. And so we're going to try to do that. But yeah, so we do not have a fire yet, but we will before too long. Yeah, so overall it's been a great day. Thank you to everybody that knows me on Facebook and has wished me happy birthday and all that stuff. Appreciate it. But I'll get back to you here in a little bit as soon as we do something fun. Alright, y'all. You can see this pile of Maya dust or fat dust that I get from a piece of fat wood and my knife. I take my knife on a 90-degree edge and a 90-degree angle and just scrape. And that's how I get this dust. And then I have a few little splinters. Since I'm in a pine forest, I don't really need a lot. A few little splinters off that block. And then I just keep my splinters close by. And I got my kindling right behind me here. And then we're just going to hit this here. Get that going. Get our splinters on there so our splinters can catch. Nice dry pine twigs. And that's how I'm going to get my fire going tonight. You see it's already going. It's going nice already. So Alright guys, here's a tree that I might need help identifying. Here's the leaves on it. You can kind of see the branches on it are alternate. There's I'm pretty sure this is hemlock, but I could be wrong. You don't see this tree too often around where I live. It's out here in the piney woods that we've got it, and out here, and so yeah, let me know if you know what that is. I'm pretty sure it's hemlock, but I could be wrong. Alright y'all, supper's on the go. We got over here in the pot, we got some potatoes boiling. They gotta boil for a little bit. We've got 2 ribeye steaks in there. Normally we would just throw them on the coals, but this is pine, and so we didn't want to leave a nasty flavor in our steaks, so we just threw some foil through them on. These are a couple pot hangers that go with this one to form, like, you could go across your fire pit, or you can make a tripod out of it, or whatever you want. These here Tracy made. Sliced an orange in half and cleaned it out and left the rind intact, and poured some blueberry muffin mix in the rind, and we've cooked those, so we're going to see how those are here in a little bit. But dinner is looking good. Can't wait to eat it. I'm really looking forward to some hammock time. We really need this. We've been going for like the past couple months. It's been hectic. And just getting out into the woods and sleeping in our hammocks and just relaxing around the fire would be awesome. We've been to a few meets recently, but even some of the meets we go to, it's really hectic. It's, you know, we went to one over at the Pathfinder school, and it was class. There wasn't much relaxing. It was a lot of fun, don't get me wrong, but there wasn't much reset button time. And I like to come out here when it's quiet, you know, just me and Tracy, and just kind of hang out by the fire and, you know, lay in my hammock at night and just kind of stare up and kind of eventually nod off listening to the sounds of the night. And it just kind of hits your reset button, and makes you feel a lot better. Brings back your sanity. But yeah, so supper's looking good, and I'll get back with you here in a little bit when we go to eat it. Alright, we just ate our steak and potatoes, and it was delicious. Stoked the fire back up. It's getting a little bit chilly, not too bad. Perfect camping weather. I think the low they said tonight was supposed to be like 57, so that's cool. We do still have our little muffins that Tracy made us. We're going to break into those here in a few minutes. Yeah, so overall it's a great trip. Especially an impromptu trip, because this wasn't really planned. And it's kind of last.
I said we're going camping for your birthday trip.
Yep, she said we're going camping for your birthday trip. It was kind of impromptu. I mean, we kind of wanted to do it, but we didn't know if we'd be able to because we've got such a hectic schedule right now. And we're out here, and we're not doing anything particularly bushcrafty or anything, but we're having fun and hitting the reset button, and that's kind of what we needed. Alright, y'all, it's 7:15 in the morning. Tracy's still over there asleep, and I didn't do too bad in this hammock. I definitely need to add a ridge line because this thing's like squeezing me. But overall, I didn't sleep too bad. Not too many bugs. It's a little bit chilly right now, but that's no big deal. Yeah, overall, great night. There's some squirrels chattering off up that way. There was an owl over there last night. And yeah, so overall, great night. Get back to you here in a little bit. Good morning, y'all. It's about 7:30, 8 o'clock, and got the morning fire going. I had to start from scratch because we didn't really make enough wood to keep the fire going all night. And we're not close enough to it for it to matter anyway. But so I started the fire, and I put some water on for coffee, and yeah, so overall it was a great night. My hammock, I need to adjust the ridge line, because there was no ridge line, and that it made for a really uncomfortable night. Overall not bad, but when I put the ridge line on, I'll be able to get any kind of lay I want in there, as opposed to having that thing squeeze me. So yeah, maybe we'll do that here after a while once Tracy gets up. But for now, I'm going to be sitting here by the fire, having a cup of coffee, and enjoying the woods. It's a beautiful area out here. But yeah, so alright, talk to you in a bit. We found a little cicada walking around on the ground. These are some cool little bugs. Let's go put him on a tree. These are the ones that you see that have shed their skin and all that's left is their skin. So we're going to give this guy, let him crawl around on the tree, because this is where I always see him. This guy was on the ground, but come on, buddy. There you go. There you go. Yeah, these guys like to crawl around on trees. That's what them front claws are for. Yep, cool little bug. Alright, y'all, we're fixing to pack up. But before we did, I wanted to show you our setup. This is Tracy's setup. This is a Go Outfitters tarp. Apex camping shelter from Go Outfitters. Nice tarp. And she got out over here to a trekking pole. And she's got the Go Outfitters hammock, the Go Outfitters underquilt, and inside there somewhere is the Go Outfitters top quilt. Huh? Walk around here so you can see her setup. And here's my setup. Now my setup, I'm using a JB, let's see, what is it called? I can never remember the name of this thing. JB's Outdoor Supply hammock. Really like this hammock. This morning I was fiddling with it and put a ridgeline on it, which gives me a much better lay. Last night this thing was hung drum tight because I didn't have the ridgeline on yet, and kind of squished me a little bit. I've got a hammock gear. I believe this is the Phoenix underquilt. It's 20-degree underquilt. Love it. Absolutely love their stuff. In here is a hammock gear. I don't know if it's got a tag on it or not. Hammock gear, top quilt. I don't remember I think this is a 20-degree as well. Nice top quilt. Love it. All down. And then I've got my DIY tarp that I named Sandy. This is a coated ripstop nylon. It's a heavy duty nylon tarp for nylon. And then I seam sealed everything, and it's got tie outs on it and everything. I've had that for several years, and it's done me well. You can tell it's kind of homemade because the tie outs aren't the same. Got a piece of paracord for my ridgeline with some prussics. And then my straps were not long enough because these trees are about 15, 17 feet apart. So I just tied into a ratchet strap here and connected the ratchet strap down to my cinch buckles on my hammock. And that seemed to work out okay, other than being squeezed too tight a little bit. But overall, great night. I did have to put my tarp on a diamond configuration because my hammock was too long for the tarp square. It's I believe it's an 11-foot hammock, and the tarp's only 9 foot by 9 foot. So I had to put it on diagonal, which it looks weird right now because that end's even and this end's not, but that's because that tarp was up before I put the structural ridgeline on. So the hammock was out to about here before I put that ridgeline on because it was hung drum tight. There we go. And so yeah, but that's our hammock. That's our camp setup. Tracy's got her bag hanging from the suspension on her Go Outfitters. Let's see what else. We have our small fire going. We had our coffee and our cocoa and everything. We're fixing to pack up. So I might do one more clip, but otherwise that's probably it for us today. I had a great birthday out here in the woods at Sandridge. It was awesome. Tracy cooked me steak and potatoes last night. Really good dinner. Had a pretty good night's sleep in the hammock. It would have been better if I had a better lay, but other than being squeezed a little bit, I was alright. Slept pretty good. Nice quiet night in the woods. So yeah, that's it for now.